Our dear... Oh. I mean, our dear nemesis, Tristan. Tristan, come chat. Tristan. I think it's Tristan. Is it Tristan? Hello? Hello, Tristan. Tristan. Let me send a message, Tristan. Okay. Tristan. I'd send a message to Tristan. Join us. Oh, hello, Tristan.
I've been here for 17 hours.
Wow. That's a little bit longer than I expected. Hello there.
I don't sleep, I wait.
Oh, no. Well,
Hi.
You should probably sleep. Like, I would prefer you doing that. Mystery Funhouse, thanks for rating, everybody. Thank you for those who have subscribed and followed. Tristan, let's go ahead and get the game revealed because we need to get hustling and bustling. What game do we have?
We
Is this a game? I can reveal the
Ye-
picture before you say the game if you want.
Go ahead and reveal the picture. I think it'll explain everything.
Because I don't know what this is.
Okay, this is Dragon Bowl. Not Dragon Ball. Dragon Bowl.
That you eat out of?
Yes.
Are there any bowls in the game?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, so it's Dragon Lie.
Yeah, so this is a resprite of the arcade Ninja Gaiden.
Oh no. Okay.
Which, that was already a bad game, but then you throw on really bad bootleg respriting, and you've got this.
I mean, to be fair, I have a passion for bootleg games. I'm excited. I've never seen this one. And I have no idea what's going to happen. It's really exciting for me, though. I love it.
It's really strong.
So, does that mean that this is a beat-em-up, side-scrolling beat-em-up game that we have here?
It's described as a conveyor belt beat 'em up. Yes, it is a beat 'em up that has a very static auto-scrolling screen that pauses at specific increments until you defeat the given enemies. And yeah, it's not good.
Oh, baby. Well, that's okay. Oh, so it's kind of like that one game that Mike Uyama gave out on Atari Lynx. Yeah. That was an auto-scrolling beat 'em up. What was it, China Warrior, something like that?
Oh, China Warrior, I gave that out, and that was on the TurboGrafx.
Oh, yeah. That was whatever. Lynx, TurboGrafx, they're basically the same console.
In my opinion, this is worse.
Wait, this is worse? Oh no.
I think so. So this is a little bit above its weight class for round one. I wanted to save this for a little bit later, but I tend to pick the games I'm going to give out, like a list of 6 or 7, before I look at who's in the match, because I feel I don't want to be biased by seeing who's in a match. And then I looked at who was in my match, and my friend and stream viewer of like 8 years was in it, and I'm like, well, there goes half of my list because they've seen me play them all. So, Dragon Ball.
Oh, I love it. You're like, well, okay, one of my friends is here. I can't go with the classics. Yeah, I love that a lot of the players here do, or a lot of the GMs do stream some of the games that they're picking out or work on. Or oftentimes they'll already choose games that they love, that they've known and love. But the dangerous thing about watching them is that you can have a nuke like Dragon Ball drop on you. Oh. So that's really polite of you.
It definitely just goes to show that being my friend is just a huge detriment to your general mental health.
Oh no! Tristan.
I wouldn't describe this
you're
as a
not a
nuke. It's definitely worse than I wanted to give out. But like I said, I assembled this list of things that I wanted to give out today, and it was near the bottom.
It's not a nuke, says Tristan. Blah blah blah. That wasn't very nice of me. I'm sorry I'm making fun of you. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, well then I'm not sorry. Ha, you nerd.
I've had my girlfriend calling me dork all week, so it's quite fine.
Oh, okay. Girlfriend? Girlfriend, I need to have a talk with you. Only I can call him a dork. Only I can call Tristan a dork. Yeah,
You're gonna end
because
up in a fight
they're
at
awesome.
this point.
Whatever. Come and fight me, Tristan's girlfriend. Gonna duke it out. It looks like this is probably going to be one of those very special games that I'm trying to capture, and I have no idea how it's going to look until we're actually playing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You should. It shouldn't change. Like if you can get something that's not just the black screen that we're seeing on the intro card, that should be fine. It's not going to move or change or anything.
Okay. Let's see. I'm asking right now if some of the players can get to a screen that doesn't just have a black background, because that would help. Oh my gosh. So, Tristan, we've all been locked up for like weeks now. By the way, except in 2020, that sentence would sound really creepy, but it's just sort of the fact of everything going on. So what are you doing to stave off the boredom?
A lot of RPGs, mostly, and then I started a new job a couple of weeks ago that's been keeping me pretty busy. I've been doing Pokemon Black 2 on my stream lately, which I need to actually get back to doing.
Pokemon Black 2?
Yeah, it's the 5th generation. It's the second of the 5th generation games.
Oh, yeah. I haven't played that one yet. That would be fun. Okay, I think I'm actually going to be able to capture everybody this time. Haha! Just like Pokemon. Tristan, you're my Pokemon. I don't even know what that means.
Well, there's a lot to unpack here. See, it's
You're an
funny
animal.
because like the Sona I've been running around is actually a Jolteon as of late. So
Aw, you can be my Pokemon then. Heck yeah. I always knew it was true. Everybody, Pokemon are real, and Tristan is proof.
absolutely. Oh no. Why did you quote that?
Welcome to life. See, the thing about being on a stream is that every little embarrassing thing will be recorded for all history.
I mean, we've already talked about being locked up for weeks, and now you're saying these things. We need to start the match before like we end up on a date, which I mean wouldn't be terrible, but
I'd have to talk to Justin.
yeah, that's the problem.
Well, no, he might be fine with it. I don't know. Well, we'll have to find out later. But we're not finding out today. If I'm allowed to go on a date with Tristan. Which is probably for the best that we're not finding out today. Everybody,
You have to leave it on a cliffhanger.
yeah, cliffhanger. Don't worry. Next time on Ku5ogrande. Denied. Or overruled. I don't know. One of those. Oh, this sound.
Good.
It's sound, all right.
So a lot of the sounds are ripped from Street Fighter 2. Most of Goku's attack sounds are Chun-Li.
What screen are they going to be starting on, by the way?
When they insert credits, it cuts to the actual starting screen, so they can probably just start from there. It's an arcade game. When you hit start, it starts, you know?
So I'm checking with them right now to see if they are ready. What would be good emotes and stuff to spam in chat? What would be good? What?
Anything Dragon Ball related, I guess?
Ooh, if you have Dragon Ball emotes, prepare those. Okay, we have 2 people confirming that they are ready. 3. How many credits are they allowed?
I'm gonna let them have infinite credits because this game does stage checkpointing on game over. So credit feeding will only get them so far.
Sweet! I am doing the countdown right now in Discord. Everybody, wish them the best of luck. Spam those emotes. I want to see some Dragon Ball or dragons or balls. Yeah, any combination. Don't even need a combination. As soon as I see movement in stage 1, I will start our timer. That looks like a lovely house.
Dalek is predicting that we're going to have a clear, and I'm not so sure because the bosses in this are really rude, and if you game over, they completely refill their health.
Okay, and also don't worry everybody, I will adjust the capture to make sure that you can see all the beautiful stuff. I'm working on it as we speak. So, you say this is a sprite change based off of which game now?
The Arcade Ninja Gaiden, or Shadow Warrior in Europe. It's exactly the same. It doesn't look like it, but the enemy AI is the same, the level layouts are the same, the mechanics are the same. All they did was change all of the graphics.
The capsule dump is the same. Capsule dump? What even is a capsule dump?
It's where you go to dump your capsules.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that helps. My gosh. I gotta go dump my capsule. Oh, that is too good. That is high quality phrasage right there. Wow. And capsule dump coup. Wait, they're gonna overthrow the government with a capsule dump?
Maybe.
Well, that's not cool. If you're going to take a capsule dump, then please at least leave our government alone, okay? Like, it's only considerate. Some of us like, taxes? No, none of us like taxes. Like, none of us. This music.
Yeah, the music is pretty awful.
I do like the different sprites, though. Okay, we've got a pig. We've got a minotaur. We've got, like, wolves and rabbits in skirts. Does this have anything to do with Dragon Ball? Like, I haven't ever actually watched an episode.
No. No, it really doesn't.
Oh, okay. What about the po guy in the back?
That's Master Roshi. He's actually a character in Dragon Ball, and that's all well and good. And yeah, just like I said, they grabbed some concepts and threw them in.
I was gonna say, like, is he worried about the police coming and getting them? Maybe so. Do the police show up in this game?
Well, Mr. Popo is a Dragon Ball character as well.
Like a common Dragon Ball character? Why are you fighting yourself? There's so many mirror matches going on right now.
Common-ish side character, yes, and yeah, this is a thing. I'm sorry, I'm juggling here. Multi-Twitch seems to be down, so I'm manually trying to get everyone's streams open.
Welcome to my life. It's all good. Go ahead and take whatever time you need. Like, honestly, everybody is making it to the auto-scrolling bridge section pretty well. It doesn't seem like it's a challenging section, but I'm unsure.
The thing about it is, a good hit will actually just knock you off the bridge and you die. So it's a little unfair.
Okay, we have a sumo bunny with boxing gloves coming out.
Yeah, in the original, this is just a sumo wrestler, as you can tell from the way he acts when he comes out of the wall.
Mm-hmm. What does this have to do with the show at all?
Absolutely nothing, honestly.
Maybe the manga?
I don't know.
Maybe fan fiction?
It's definitely fan fiction.
Emphasis on fiction, less of an emphasis on fan. Oh. You know, there has to be a type of fan fiction that you make just if you hate something, and that essentially trashes it. Whoa! That was a Chun-Li laugh.
Yeah, it was. A lot of the sounds are ripped from Street Fighter.
Why Chun-Li? For your main character? Why? I just don't. I don't understand. But it's perfect. This is perfect in every way. Okay, Goku was voiced by a female. But, like, if they got that voice actor to come over here and do this game, then sweet. If not, then too bad. It's thievery. Yeah, I have a feeling this game's not legit.
It's not legit.
I mean, who would have guessed you're fighting these wolves? Like, are there animal people in the Dragon Ball Z universe? I know very little about it.
Yeah, but not these.
Okay. Yes, but. I like that clarification. Yes, but. How do I not know that? I've never seen Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I played, what was it? Dragon Spirit for the NES, which is the closest NES game to Dragon Ball Z, and I don't, like, I recall a bunny gang, but that's about it. That's all I know.
That's enough.
Dragon Ball characters. This is probably going to be a list like 50 pages long looking up the Dragon Ball characters. It's okay. I can do it.
Not so much. The main cast has been pretty static all through the franchise, but there's definitely a lot of, like, random things that have shown up to be beaten up by Goku.
Okay. Let's see. Is there a list of Fat Sumo Bunny?
Oh, the Sumo Bunny isn't anything. I am almost sure.
No,
It's
I need
just
to
a
know.
thing that-
I need to know. Tristan, I have a feeling this actually is 100% correct. Sumo Bunny. Okay. Well, that's some interesting art. I'm gonna go ahead and move away from that.
Oh, you searched for Dragon Ball with safe search off, didn't you?
No, I just searched for Sumo Bunny.
Oh, no.
It was actually mostly fine. It's just that, you know, I'll go ahead and search for that later. Yeah.
You're in dangerous territory here.
Yeah, here's the deal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I ran into problems at one point. The scariest thing that you can ever do as an instructor is do a Google image search in front of the class. Like, that is just asking for trouble.
Yes, that much is correct.
I've done that, and I think I ran into trouble. Like, yeah,
So-
that's the most dangerous thing you can do as an instructor.
Yeah, as a streamer, not checking your clipboard before pasting somewhere, that's also dangerous.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, usually they would be links to weird articles somewhere. That's what would I accidentally post right now? A music note. Okay, that is in my clipboard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one. See? It's just music.
I also want to point out that Goku in this particular incarnation of the Dragon Ball universe is like always incredibly angry.
Well, so am I. I mean, look at this. Oh, at least when you get thrown, you can sometimes break things. Now, of course, this is completely just a sprite change of a game that definitely was already released. What console is this? Or is
This
this
is a
arcade?
Yeah, this is an arcade cab.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out the exact distribution form factor for this because I assumed it was some kind of plug-in cart or something for an arcade board, but
Yeah.
apparently actual full-blown arcade cabs of this existed somewhere. The Arcade Museum claims such anyway, but has no photos of them.
Huh. Interesting. I love that there are two players. Do you know what the sprite is of the second player?
I do not. I never started the second player.
It's also Goku, but red.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so how many Gokus can you get on screen at the same time? We know at least like 5 so far.
Probably a lot, because yeah, one of the enemy types is just like a monochrome clone of Goku.
I love it. It's so good. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's strange that this is a hack of Ninja Gaiden for arcade, because the arcade version was nothing at all like the NES game.
Right.
Yeah, it's... I'm just wondering, you know, this was put together by a company named Nix, but I know nothing about this. NICS is the name.
I don't either. This is the first I've heard of them. Like I said, I did a little bit of research into this specific game, and there's not much. It was... I don't even remember where I found it. It may actually have come from a creepypasta and just showed up on my hard drive one day, and anyone who plays it is cursed.
Oh no.
But here we are.
It looks like the company that made this also made what's called the TV Boy. They also made the TV Boy 2, Super TV Boy, which were essentially handheld Atari 2600 clones. So they worked on that specifically for the US and Japan. Yeah. And it appears that there are a handful of other games that they put together. They're definitely bootleg. But Hey, at least, you know, this wasn't their only hit.
A hit is a little nebulous of a term to use here.
I don't know, you're hitting things.
That's true. This is a game full of
It's
hits.
just a... They didn't mean that it was popular, they just mean you hit things in the video game. It's a hit. It's a beat 'em up. Just, if you want to save space, just say it's a hit. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're 13 minutes in. 3 of our players are on the same level. Mayo is a little bit behind right now. I don't know if that's going to be a huge deal, though.
It could be, because, like I said, I gave them the option of basically just credit feeding, because I had hoped the checkpointing system in the game, every time you continue, you get sent back a little bit, would produce a natural barrier to just running the game over roughshod, but our racers are actually doing a lot better than I did at this, because I'm very, very bad at beat-em-ups.
Really?
So I wouldn't consider it impossible to see a completion.
Have you just not played a lot of beat-em-ups, or do they just not really, like, work for you?
They kind of just don't resonate with me very well.
Okay.
The only one I was really, really a fan of was Fighting Force on the PlayStation, but that one was bad.
Gotcha. I mean, I was a kid who played a lot of Double Dragon 2, a lot of Battletoads, and I wasn't very good, but I could consistently make some progress. Like, I enjoyed them. There haven't really been any more recent beat-em-ups that I've enjoyed, but I can't think of any that have really come out. It's not a dead genre, it's just rare these days. Now,
Yeah, so
auto-scrolling beat-em-ups is a dead genre. Thank goodness.
Yes. But yeah, just to explain again, I've given them infinite credits, but every time you continue, you get sent back to a checkpoint, and every level has about, I would say, 3 checkpoints in it. So if you get to a position where you can't progress, you can't just credit feed through it, and that's what I'm hoping to see. How far each racer can get before a segment of the level just stops them cold.
Oh, jeez. Oh, geez, Petco is having to fight these... They look strangely familiar. Why? I'm thinking of... I'm trying to think of a game that has sprites very similar to these, like, goggle gators. I don't know. Oh, geez, this is just cruel. This is
Yeah,
evil.
so you have to do Bakugan style swinging across these poles. What's not clear is you have to be tapping or holding the grab button when you make contact with a tree branch, which means you have to know which tree branches you can actually grab onto.
Hey, Petco made it past the first swinging area. Oh my gosh. This is ludicrous. This is ridiculous. How is it so hard?
This is where the game goes, okay, you've had your fun, start inserting credits.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why they have this area. Like,
Yeah, and you do
Yeah.
have the background playing here as well, which, I did tell them that you get a different type of jump by holding up and pressing jump, which is a high jump that actually lets you move into the upper plane. So hopefully they utilize that properly.
Petco definitely made good use of that. Seriously, that was great. I think we have another sumo bunny. 2 of them. Uh-oh. Is this the next boss?
Probably.
This is dumb. They're like, boss number 2. 2 of boss number 1. Not exactly the most creative, and I'm not even blaming the bootleggers here. I'm talking about the company that made the original. You know,
Well, they may have done something completely different, and the bootleggers just resprited this to be the same thing. I don't know. I tested this. I didn't test Ninja Gaiden.
I love it.
I didn't even know this was a resprite of Ninja Gaiden until I showed somebody, and they pointed out it looked a whole lot like it. Now I don't remember who. I showed a couple of people, just because I like getting multiple opinions on things.
Good.
And, like inflicting garbage on people I love.
Yeah, same here. I mean, that's why we have Ku5ogrande.
Yes.
Oh, Dragon Lord Carter getting a game over there because of the infinite continue ability, though, that we've given them. You know, it's not a huge loss. Oh, Petco just got run over.
Yeah, so Petco's on the stage 4 now, and yeah, this race is like, you know, you're a kid and your mother needs to go to the mall for something really important, and she just gives you money and says, go to the arcade and leave me alone while I do the important shopping, and there you go. And for some reason you chose to play this.
Yee! Yee! I like the goggle alligators. Yee! 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 Why was there a barrel with a face going down the road on Petco's screen? This is just turning surreal. And what's Capsule? Is Capsule something in Dragon Ball?
Yeah, Capsule is a corporation that is worked at by several of the characters and provides a lot of the technology the cast uses to actually do the main plot MacGuffin stuff.
Ah. So, they're a good company.
Yes.
Wow. A good company in an anime. Who would have guessed?
Someone was asking where the red ribbon stuff is. Well, here's the blue ribbon.
Ooh. Why the red ribbon?
The Red Ribbon Army is an antagonist group in Dragon Ball.
Ah, gotcha. I really like the Tuttle. 24 open snack. Today's hot dog something onion Dagon house. Is this like Skyrim now? Bulma.
No, that's where you buy your items that you use to do instant damage to enemies.
Ah.
No, not really.
Open snack. I want open snack. Oh, wait, really? You don't? Or can you do shopping in this game?
You can't do shopping in this game. That was a very contrived Dota joke.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Fair. You're probably better off. Dota ruined me.
I mean, Dota ruined me, but it was totally, like, just a side thing. Ruining my life from the distance, because it exists.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yee!
How do you feel about Yi?
Oh, I feel so strongly about Yi. It's my favorite. Like, honestly, it just makes me think of the dinosaurs. The dinosaur game with the Yi. The Yi dinosaur. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I also want to point out, every now and then, especially on Okami's screen, because they're doing audio, Goku will backflip off of an object, and you'll basically hear the woodblock sound from that one game.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, from the Godfather.
Yeah.
Don't.
That's an indicator that that object can be broken if you throw an enemy into it. And that's the
really?
only real way you can get power-ups.
Okay. You'd really have to be paying attention then.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mia's discovered that if you jump into something just right, you'll actually throw them from the jump. which is a whole lot safer way to do damage to enemies, but it's a lot slower too. Part of the reason I wanted to give the racers infinite continues was I wanted to discourage spamming the jump throw, because if you had limited credits, you would want to conserve your health even if it took forever, and I didn't think that made for a very exciting race.
Yeah, that makes sense, I think. The infinite continues definitely makes it so that the safe strat is just not worth doing.
Yep, that was my thought.
I'm actually surprised that there's something that important that is affected, or just a mechanic of the game that's affected based off of how many continues you have. But
yeah,
it makes sense.
Now, on the other hand, it's biting me in the butt a little bit because I didn't expect people to get to stage 5 in 25 minutes.
How many stages are there?
I want to say there's 6. Let me double check.
We may have some completions. You know what? We started about 5 minutes behind. If we end up ending a little bit early, big deal. It happens. You know, Ku5ogrande is generally an hour match, but some of the games that we have here can actually be completed in under that hour. I think that one of the shortest matches we had one time was 5 minutes? In the original Ku5ogrande, when we were doing 2-hour matches, we tried to make it less likely for those things to happen, because back then I was just pulling whatever the crap I could find and putting it on the screen. Yeah, but yeah, these days we have standards, and the standard is, you know, I think in general, if it's going to be at least 45 minutes, it's worth having here. And yeah, I feel like some of the players are going to get a little bit more walled in the near future. Petco is doing pretty well, though, fighting these... Why do you have to kill all the animals? This is like opposite Super Metroid. Oh, Dragon Lord Carter appears to be at probably a mini-boss of sorts. These, the deep ones, just hugging him.
I like their throw is literally just reaching down with one hand and just flipping Goku over their head.
It's so good. Woo! Ha! Now, question, if you do end up having to continue, do all the enemies come back? Do you go back to earlier in the stage, or do you just start right where you were?
You go back earlier. There's about 2 or 3 checkpoints per stage that you return to if you game over. Also, as far as the enemies go, they infinitely respawn. Something the racers could benefit from figuring out, as we see pantsless Roshi on Petco's screen, is you should really just scroll the screen until it stops and then fight stuff, because otherwise enemies just respawn infinitely.
That makes sense, yeah. Hey, Dragon Lord Carter, on to round 5. So that was round 4. It's okay, we've got a little more time.
Yeah. It looks like 6 rounds, and round 6 is fairly long, so we're probably gonna see some completions. I played this game for like an hour and a half. Okay, I'm bad at beat 'em ups, I guess.
Oh my gosh, there are games that we give you that you beat super quickly, but yeah, honestly, everybody just has their own skills, you know? It's very rare that somebody comes along and is good at everything. So it's fun to throw different genres at people to see what they are able to handle. I mean, we've had RPGs before. That was something special. How about RPGs in Chinese? You know, that was beautiful.
Yeah, we've had a couple of turn-based RPGs. We had a Chinese bootleg of Chrono Trigger for the NES. We had a Chinese bootleg of Final Fantasy VII. And
oh, yeah.
I gave out a mini gauntlet that had an RPG in it as well.
Oh, that one was really fun.
I can't really call that an RPG in good faith.
I remember nothing about it, except that I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, and the Demon Rush. Yeah, if you all haven't seen the Demon Rush race, after Ku5ogrande is over for today, go watch the VOD of it. It's worthwhile.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was pretty good. Recommended. Okay, Tristan, my food is officially gone. So,
Congratulations and or condolences.
oh no, it's a congrats. I ate it.
Good.
Yeah, and hopefully didn't make very many food noises.
No, I hadn't noticed, actually.
Ah, heck yeah. That's okay. Now I can talk a little bit more. Blah, 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 blah. I love the... Like, they sound like Zangief sound effects.
They are Zangief sound effects.
You know, I never liked playing Zangief when I was a kid. But he's kind of fun.
I was a Fei Long player, and then I picked up Juri in 4.
I just played Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That was my jam. And one of the best things to do in that game was to input the password so that you could put speed up ludicrously fast. It was hilarious. Like, it's a shame that it was a secret password that you had to go and look up or figure out, but you're not going to figure it out. Because it made the game hilarious. I highly recommend it if you've never played Street Fighter 2 at the fastest speed using the password. You got it.
Yeah, someone in chat is saying, confirmed hating myself for playing Juri. Yeah, I hate myself because I play Juri in Street Fighter 4, and I hate everyone else because I play Elfelt and Xrd.
Yeah. Gosh.
I haven't touched 5. I will not touch 5.
I haven't played anything since 2. I'm sorry, I'm really behind. But I very rarely play fighting games unless they're really bad.
I ended up throwing down an impromptu series of pickup matches at AGDQ in Kart Fighter.
Which one's that?
That is the NES bootleg that has all of the Mario Kart characters as fighting game characters.
Oh my gosh! I think I know that one. I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
Who would I say is in the lead? Almost surely Petco is in the lead right now. Carter is pretty close behind, and then Okami is right there too.
I just love these, like, I'm calling them deep ones because that's essentially what they are. You know, creatures from the Blue Lagoon. Because they just sort of stand there until you come close, and then they throw you.
Petco is on round 6. I have failed and will have to go commit Sudoku. Actually, I should do Sudoku. I haven't in a while.
Oh my gosh, Tristan! You've been slacking on your Sudoku? I am so upset. Man. Actually, I'm just trying to think. It's been a long time since I've done a Sudoku.
Yeah, at least
those
we're
numbers.
gonna make it till 35 to 40 minutes. I didn't totally fail.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You know, Petco died, so that adds a little bit more time. Honestly, we still don't know how long it's gonna take.
Stage 6 is pretty long, so we'll see some shenanigans.
We'll be fine. Don't worry. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to think. I remember there was a time in my life where I was like, I need to get serious about Sudoku. Okay, I need to really get my game on, and so I went and learned all of these various techniques based off of the placement of numbers or the non-placement of numbers, and learned how you can infer different pieces of information just based off of things that appear to not be related at all. And that was fun.
That was me and Go for a while. I decided I wanted to get really, really serious about it, and I spent like 3 months learning strategy and tactics and stuff. And then I actually played against someone, and they utterly wiped the floor with me, and I lost all motivation.
Oh no. I've never played Go.
Was it Tina? No, but it was another Dan level player, and Tina offered to play with me at one point, and I'm just like, I will not learn anything from this horrible, horrible defeat.
Wait, Dan level player?
Yeah, in Go you are rated with categories that are divided into 2 groups, the Ku group and the Dan group, which basically mean beginner and professional.
Gotcha. I was thinking Dan in Street Fighter definitely isn't the best.
No, not that Dan.
Okay, so
It's
yeah, if
also
it's not
not
that
usually
Dan
pronounced
level
that
player. What?
It's also not usually pronounced that way. It's usually pronounced Don, but it's a bad habit of mine to mispronounce things.
Ah. It's okay. Like, I'll forgive you.
Lose 1,000 games as quickly as possible? Yes. But at present, our racers aren't losing here. Like I said, I'm actually surprised. It took me about 30 minutes to get past level 3, and I'm like, alright, this is probably good.
I want to play Go. I've never played it. I would love to learn, like, what it's even about. I just like games. Like,
It's
most
an interesting
games.
one.
Most games are fun. You know, I love board games. I'm trying to think. I played a new board game last night. What was it? It had a bunch of animals and was... I played as Starlings, and it was made by Starlings Games. Everdell, that's it. Basically, you're a bunch of animals and you're building a city. That's the game.
That's just furry communism.
That's well, no, you have to pay for it. Like, you know, you're not just gonna build a city and you, like, with no money. You have to go get resin and wood and rocks and berries. The berries are for the animals, okay? They like them. Yeah.
Was there a Tanuki? That's an important question.
Not from what I saw, but honestly, maybe an expansion?
Oh, so Okami and Petco are getting pretty neck and neck here. Petco's slowed down a little bit from, you know, the slightly more difficult stage 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh all of the streams to make sure everything is caught back up and synced up because I've seen a little stuttering.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, it's never. Well, I mean, it could be a bad idea, like, if I do it a second time right this minute. Like, that would be a bad idea. Everybody, we are 36 minutes into this match. Just so you know, the goal of this is to make as much progress as they can in an hour. We may see some completions coming up between Petka and Okami of Games. Mio, at the bottom right, though, has been on this level for quite a while. So I'm hoping that they're able to make some progress, but I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're stuck on the Yi section, which is completely understandable. It's just out of nowhere and completely rude.
Yeah, like, I like the alligators. They're cute. They try to murder you, but they're cute.
Are there checkpoints on this stage? I believe there are, but it's a very long stage, so they're very spread out.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Okami and Petco are right at the same place. Like, I don't know, it's super close between them. Wait, Chad is saying that they see bears with goggles?
Yeah.
Those can't
The
are
things
they
in
bears?
the swamp. The things in the swamp are like Sasquatches with goggles or something.
Huh, okay. Oh, Okami taking a game over. Gonna have to continue going back earlier in the stage. Not a huge deal. Like, honestly, it's probably gonna take all of the players a few tries to get through the final level, you know. The difficulty has been upped. And considering that you only have 3 lives, you know, you have to get good.
Yeah, Petco also took a game over there, so Okami and Petco are neck and neck, and it may come down to how far into this stage they get.
Okami was taking a purposeful game over right there. I think that they ended up dying way before they wanted. I do love the Chun-Li sound effects, though. They're so good.
It looks like Okami has figured out that if you just scroll the screen and don't stop to fight things, you make a lot more progress than you would fighting everything.
Yeah, like, we're at blue and white. I don't know what that means, but it's blue and white right there.
It's black and gold.
Oh my gosh, never say anything like this again. Never. You're banned. You're banned from commentary, Tristan.
Again?
Yeah. Happens to the best of us, you know? Oh, General Blue and General White were characters in the show?
That one I didn't know.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, the players are definitely really close to each other, Petco and Okami of Games. Both are making solid amounts of progress. I feel like, you know, we're probably going to have a couple mini bosses before we get to an actual boss, unless these two are the actual boss. The punching deep ones.
Oh no, Okami.
That's not the boss, though, right, Tristan?
No.
Like, we haven't
I
even
don't
seen
believe
checkpoints in this stage. Dragon Lord Carter, though, is starting to get there as well. That was a death. This level is definitely a little bit difficult.
Yeah. I actually allowed them to max out the lives per credit dip switch as well, so it would have been even harder if I hadn't done that.
Is the music the same in the arcade game? Or in the Ninja Gaiden?
I want to say no. I don't
Okay.
think so.
Like, for stealing, they actually put a lot of somewhat original stuff in here. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into changing things, and everything they changed is worse.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's Dragon Ball Z. Just think, you know, you go down to the store, you're loving Dragon Ball Z, okay? You've been watching it non-stop, and I mean non-stop. Actually, from the day you were born, there were so many episodes. They've just been playing them all forever. And so you finally go down to the mall, you're like, this is the thing that's always in my house. And you play it, and yeah, it's not perfect. By no means is it perfect, but it is fun. Uh-oh. We got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Wow.
And yeah, a lot of games that are budget quality or even bootlegs do that to take advantage of the star power of a different franchise. And the logic here is probably, hey, we don't want to pay for like the actual Ninja Gaiden stuff. or don't want to pay for a real thing. This is really cheap. It has Dragon Ball on it, and everyone loves Dragon Ball. Let's go with that. And then they get this.
Oh yeah. But it's a fun game. No, JK, it's probably... I don't know. Did you think this was fun to play?
No.
Oh.
But I don't like beat 'em ups, so maybe I'm just, not there.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the players think once it's finished. My feel is that maybe it's passable. Not necessarily the most interesting beat 'em up, but it's playable, and as long as you're taking things a little bit carefully, you can get through areas. I think that's the biggest thing, making sure that you don't take too much damage. Conserve your health a little bit on this late stage. The players got so used to rushing the beginning stages that they're trying to rush this one as well, and it's just not working.
Right, yeah. It's kind of a sudden tempo and difficulty change.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that, they haven't even gotten to the first, or the first checkpoint in the stage, and have gotten multiple game overs. We might not see a continue.
Yeah, a completion. Yeah, we may not see that.
Or yeah, that one.
We'll see. Yeah.
Okami is dying on purpose here. I think that they were unhappy about the start of this playthrough, so fastest way to get back to the beginning with all your lives and all your health, just doing the continue.
It is a little unfortunate that due to the arcade nature of things, you have to sit there and let things plink you down slowly over time to get a fresh set of lives. But, that's a penalty to doing that, I guess.
Oh yeah. Honestly, they have to keep that in mind, Is it going to be worth dying over and over again or not? Okami tends to think that it is worth it based off of how many times we've seen this. But at the same time, Petco's not doing that. And look, Petco's onto the mini-boss. As far as I know, the mini-boss of this area. Oh!
Yeah, it tends to be a personal call you make in the match, and then you find out afterward maybe you should have done this differently, but that's what sets out the people who are able to go really far in the tournament, is they can make a call like that, like, hey, I'm not gonna get anywhere on this attempt, I should just scrap it and start over.
Yeah, I would also say that, for people who are playing, and those who are watching, just know that when you go and play, we can make criticisms of their play styles all we want right now, but it likely, if you were in the same situation, there's a high chance you would be making the same mistakes. It's a lot easier to judge when you're watching than when you're playing.
Yeah, it's a completely different situation because they're not allowed to see where their opponents are. We were able to see all four racers at once, and we're able to say, hey, Petco's in the lead, so obviously they're doing something that works, and the person who's not in the lead isn't, but, you don't have that info when you're actually racing. You just have to guess how you're doing.
The players are allowed to ask in Discord where they are, first, second, third, fourth, what place they are in, but most players don't, and honestly, I think that would just distract me if I were racing. It wouldn't be helpful information. Why do I want to know if I'm in first? It'll just make me stress because I know I have to keep doing well. Why would I want to know if I'm in fourth? If that's the case, I'm just going to stress about how terribly I'm doing. It's just additional stress, okay? And do you really want to be stressing yourself more during a match?
There were a couple of matches where I asked if I was in the lead or not, and if the answer I got was no, I was going to start trying to find a zip.
Ha! I love it. Okay, other people would like to know that, so that they know if they need to change strats. But yeah, depending on the game, I don't know. there could be strats to change. Everything is game dependent, Tristan, is what I'd say.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, and most of the time, if you're struggling, other people are struggling as well. So it's, like, there are a lot of mind games that you have to play with play by yourself while you're doing these matches, because you just don't have a lot of information aside from what's going on in your game. You know, Tristan obviously dropped all the hot strats of doing a flip and throwing enemies. But that's because you've played this before. You have that knowledge. You had to get there. We know that. The players don't. So the biggest thing, you know, we can criticize Petco for basically not taking things safe. But at the same time, I don't know if Petco has even seen that there is any safe strat at all.
Right, exactly. I haven't seen them use it very often.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Mayo is on to stage 5. Technically, Mayo could catch up to the other players. Could you just imagine that? Everybody gets walled by the mini-boss on this stage.
Yeah.
And then Mayo comes and beats it first try.
I mean, they all had the same info, the same game. If that were to happen, that's just how the game went, right?
Oh, yeah. At least the music is bearable. It's not the best music in a video game, but by far it's not the worst.
Alright, Okami's rolling into this room with 2 lives and a fart of health on the 3rd. So we'll see if something can get done here.
That's pretty decent to have. At least from what I've seen, Okami hadn't gotten there with this much life before. Not saying it's gonna help.
Okami got cornered by the thing with fondue forks and
the
lost
fondue
a life.
forks. Oh my gosh. Justin just last night was talking about doing fondue. He's like, we should do fondue. I'm like, we don't have a fondue pot. We'll use a normal pot.
Okami has dead angled one of the mini bosses.
Yeah.
They may have it.
That was a really good way to deal with them. However, this pig with the pitchfork deals 2 damage. And there we go. Okami is down, but has defeated one of the 2 mini-bosses. So
that was real good, and if Okami can replicate that, there's some serious potential to move forward from there. If they were able to take down one of the giant... Oh no, what happened to Carter?
Dragon Lord Carter may have accidentally reset. Or maybe Dragon Lord Carter didn't continue.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, at the same time, it's still a solid mark of progress, making it to the last stage and making... I don't know if he quite made it to the boss there. That may become important as soon as Mayo beats this level, if they are able to. Oh my gosh. I do think running out of credits is what happened, and that Dragon Lord Carter just forgot to add more. Oh my gosh. That is very unfortunate, though.
Yeah, I was looking on the other corner of my monitor at the time. Did anyone see if the timer ticked all the way down on their screen?
I didn't. I was... Never mind what I was doing. What were you doing? Cadis is saying he didn't see a timer. Yeah, I didn't, but that's to be expected. I'm very good at missing important stuff. Ooh, Mayo has that strat. Lure the enemies to the right because they'll just keep coming.
Weird.
Oh, unfortunately, that is a game over. That might... oh my gosh.
So what may have happened is Carter may have game overed and just hit reset thinking it was a normal console game or something like that.
Yeah,
oh.
We'll have to ask Dragon Lord Carter what happened, because I think we're all dying to know. I might even say There's a possibility that if you run over and don't already have credits inserted, maybe it doesn't give you a choice to insert during that timer. It only gives you a timer if you already have credits in. Just a theory. Oh, Cadus is saying that he saw the continue screen. Indeed. Very briefly.
So that's probably what happened. When I tested this, I held down the credit button until I had like 40 credits and didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, that... Honestly, I would probably do that too. If you are allowed infinite credits, then put infinite credits in. Or every time you game over, just add a few more. You know, that way you know that you have them in the bank. That's the way that I've done it. Doing an arcade game on this, allowed infinite credits. Just every time you die, add more. Okay, Petco is getting reasonably close to the mini-boss. Okami entering there as well, trying to kill a couple enemies just to make the beginning of this a little bit easier. And yeah, Cadus is definitely correct in that many of the arcade games, if you did mash continue while you had no credits in, it would just drain the timer faster. Why? Because they're evil.
So Okami and Petco have gotten back to the wall, but Okami took a game over and Petco is real close. I think our high watermark so far is one of these two Chunguses being taken out by Okami.
I think so, but Petco may be taking one out in just a little bit. Like, this fight is going fairly well. Oh, those crotch kicks. Down. Yeah! And a nice throw. Okay.
It's done. Petco's in the lead, having taken out the mini-boss.
Right at the end, we have a lead change. Petco. Well, actually, was Petco here first? Maybe not a lead change.
This far? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dragon Lord Carter. Or, no, I guess it was Okami who beat one of the Chunguses. Petco stealing it back.
No checkpoint, though.
Are you serious? Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure Stage 6 just doesn't have checkpoints.
Well.
Alright, Mio's on 6.
Yes. That is really awesome. Let's see what Mio is able to do. Honestly, Mio could move out of 4th, and it would be partly due to Dragon Lord Carter's mistake of mashing through the continue. But honestly, Mio has a good piece of information, which is essentially be as careful as you can with some of these enemies. You know, they've been going the slow and steady path here. Is it going to pay off? We'll have to see. These pigs are just destroying Mio, though. Are they pigs? They kind of have... I don't know.
Pig, rabbit, sumo things. I have no idea. The giant pig... Oh, the pigs with the spears. Yeah, I think they do 2 pips of damage.
Yes, 2 damage.
And they are, yeah, spear pigs.
The pigs. I don't like them. I don't like them, Tristan. But, you know, we're really close to the end of this. I'm pretty impressed with how the players have done, and you said that you're pretty impressed as well.
Yeah, I didn't get to stage 6 during my test. I got to about 4 in an hour and a half because I'm awful at beat 'em ups.
Oh no. You know, but everybody has their own, let's see, they have their own strengths and weaknesses, you know. If I think of the biggest strengths that Andy has, for example, platformers, anything that's a platformer, Andy is going to do very, very well in. For me, it tends to be anything that came out before 1985. I'm gonna do okay in. Oh, yeah, anything that's old, and I've really gotten used to a lot of bootlegs or very... Like, if it has weird physics, and that is one of the main difficulties, I can usually deal with that pretty well as well. If it's 3D, I'm dead. Okay, I play 3D games, but I just take forever to play 3D games.
What about tank controls? How do you feel about tank controls?
I've dealt with them enough that I can do that pretty well. Like, it's not as much of a problem for me as it would be for other people. Hey, Mio is making it to the mini-boss here. We need to see how they do, though. Also, I like this keeping enemies on screen to keep other enemies from spawning. It's a decent idea, decent plan here. But unfortunately, I don't think Mio is going to activate... Oh, there's the boss. There it is, moving around. One more hit, though, and that is a game over. And there we go. I do not think Mio has a chance of catching back up to there. But the big question is that still a 4th place? Or did Dragon Lord Carter not make it to the mini-boss?
I'm gonna have to defer to Cadus on that one.
Oh, for sure. But that's what I'm thinking right now. Honestly, there's a chance that Mio is... It's Mio? Oh my gosh. I've been saying everything wrong. Could be Mio. Mio. I don't know. There are many ways to say many names. All of which are wrong when I use them. Here we go. The last few seconds, everybody. And this is the match. That's time. What an amazing and terrible, at least problematic game.
Yeah, that is...
Okami, why? Why do you have to? I hate Orb 3D. See, that's another game that doesn't work well for me. Yeah, that's my weakness. Orb 3D is my biggest weakness. Petco managed to take the victory here. It appeared that Okami of Games is second due to having beaten one of the Chunguses. And then between 3rd and 4th, we definitely need to see Dragon Lord Carter is saying 3rd, or Cadus is saying Dragon Lord Carter for 3rd, and Mio was 4th.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what would have happened if Carter hadn't accidentally reset. We'll need to figure out what happened there.
Yeah. That was really odd. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was just mashing through the continue, though, that put Dragon Lord Carter in that situation. So just remember, everybody, when you play an arcade game and you are allowed infinite credits, what do? You put more credits in whenever you use one. Spend one, put one in. That's my rule anyway, Tristan. Oh, yeah, anyways, I'm just waiting to see if our player is able to jump in to voice. Okay, there we go. I see a Petco here. Hello there.
Hey, Bocentra, how's it going?
Going great. How are you?
Doing okay. That last stage is pretty brutal.
Yeah, slightly. Oh, it was bad. And I know Tristan was a little bit worried because everybody got through the first 4 stages relatively quickly, and you know, Tristan's like, there are only 6 stages.
Oh,
But
Okay.
Yeah, you were on the final stage, which
Oh.
apparently is as long as all the other stages combined.
Practically, yeah, and checkpoints don't exactly happen there, so...
I noticed, yeah, like in the other stages I was dying like fairly regularly. After I complete a stage, I'd easily eat it and then have to start over. But like I'd make it somewhere. But that one, I was expecting a checkpoint after the first mini boss section and nothing. Oh, that was the whole all of the last stage is brutal with the champion enemies.
Really.
It's like 2 damage a hit with a crazy hitbox on
Oh.
the swing back.
Oh yeah, the
It
weird
caught me so many times.
pigs with the pitchforks, the pitchfork pigs, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
they
pitchfork pigs.
the 2 damage there was definitely rough. Honestly, I'm not sure how you're supposed to get through the final stage. Tristan, did you manage to beat this game?
No, I got to stage 4, and that took me over an hour, and I went, alright, that's probably as far as everyone's gonna get, and no.
Yeah, like,
Hey.
when you blow past Tristan's expectations, it's just great. So, Petco, as far as I know, this is your first tournament, right, for Ku5ogrande?
correct.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Are you streaming anything else these days?
This is I actually set up OBS yesterday.
Oh, cool. So, really, this is your first thing?
Yes. This
What?
is my internet debut.
Yeah,
Well, look at me.
welcome to twitch.com. Honestly, for a Twitch debut, taking first place in your match, I think that's a pretty good feeling.
Yeah, this is I was surprised. I thought there was at least like 2 more stages, and I was just like in the middle of the pack somewhere.
Yeah, everybody always feels like that. Like, I usually feel like I'm losing when I'm playing. I'm like, everybody's gonna destroy me. I'm done. But,
Exactly.
yeah, seriously, great job there. Anything else you want to say or that people should know before you take off?
Not at this moment, but this game was really fun, and I'm glad to have been able to participate.
Sweet. Well, go have a good day. Relax a little bit after that. Tristan, thank you for choosing this game. I'll talk to both of you later.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's right, I actually need to leave, because
I'm
I'm not
trying
the
to
last
get
match
rid of
this
you.
time.
Trying to get
I'm
rid of
sorry,
you.
I'm usually the last match!
Tristan!
Alright,
I guess
I'm
we'll
leaving.
just disconnect.
Oh,